We're starting now. Hey
Now?
YouTube, in the house.
Yeah,
Now.
YouTube. Welcome.
And check. You're supposed to check your mic, Hamilton.
Checking.
Checking. Tap
Checking.
it. Unscrew the main bulkhead cover.
Oh, shit.
Check your coaxials. Make sure they're
Oh, my
aligned.
God.
Are they
Oh,
aligned?
the flux capacitor.
No. Wait, what?
It's fluxing.
Okay.
It's fluxing.
We're at full flux. We're ready. All right. Thanks for watching our stream, YouTube. If you want to join the Facebook group or, just make fun of us online, you can head over to facebook.com/group/between the strokes.
Yep.
You can join up there. And we're about to start this stream, so let's go.
Please drop us a like if you like what you hear.
Yeah.
Or if you don't like, you can do that too. That'd be cool.
All right, here we go, Ham. What up? Hello and welcome to Between the Strokes.
Where we talk about art, life, video games, and we drink. We drink while we talk about it.
Yeah. Well, we don't drink while we're talking because that's physically impossible.
Not if you're a ventriloquist, I've heard.
All right, you just pour it down the dummy's mouth.
Yeah, there you go.
There's always a workaround. So, thanks for coming. I'm Connor Dreest, and I'm here with my good buddy, Hamilton Ward.
Yeah.
And, we're just going to be hanging out for, a couple minutes. Probably more
10
than
minutes.
2.
10 minutes.
10 minutes max. Don't get your hopes up. But, How you been, Hamilton? What's new?
Well, we had a snow apocalypse in North Carolina.
That is very true. We did.
I had to live through that.
I'm surprised you made it.
It was tough. It was tough doing nothing all day.
Yeah.
But
Eating lots of food.
Somehow I managed. Yeah, man.
Staying away from work. I mean, pretty much every business closed. So.
Yeah. Any time, for those of you that don't live in the South and don't know, but anytime that there's any sort of snow, everything just shuts down. Even the threat of snow, people will just shut down.
It's true.
So it was fun. It was good. We had enough to sled. I did some sledding.
Oh, nice, man.
Yeah, except I'm kind of old now, and so I think I hurt my back from all the good times.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's rough.
Well, there you go. I mean, that's to show you that you're too old for these childish things. You got to give.
All I can do is art. That's all I can do.
Yeah, you're an old bitter man. Stay inside and paint the kids sledding and say, "Damn, wish you'd stop going so fast."
That's not creepy at all. Just on my porch with my easel, just painting kids.
No. That's all.
Don't worry, man. I'm an artist. I can do this. It's totally not weird.
Yeah. So
What about? Did you get any sledding, Connor? Did you do anything fun?
Quick aside. Well, I didn't do anything fun. You know me. I'm no fun. But quick aside, if the stream looks goofed up, it is. I think something weird happened because I got a new monitor. So I got a new monitor, and it's a different resolution than my old monitor.
Oh,
So
no.
now all my graphics look weird. They look like they're all different size now.
It's like glitching.
Is it glitching?
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah,
like
it
the
is. I can
Matrix.
see that on this. Okay, well, we're working with it.
Talk about what you're drawing. Let us imagine.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully it'll work. We'll see if this goes disastrous for us. Then we'll work on that to get it fixed for next time. I think it's too late to work on it now. So
No, we're going hard.
we're in there already. So, hopefully our audio isn't messed up.
That'd be bad, but I think it's okay.
Yeah.
I hope.
If you're watching, let us know. But no, I didn't. I pretty much hid inside the whole time, the last 3 days, because it's cold, man. I don't want to go out there.
No.
Yeah.
You don't like that though? It's kind of fun.
No, it is fun. I went out and walked around and played in the snow. It is fun.
So you did do shit. You went out.
Yeah, but I didn't have a sled or anything, so I didn't really get the full experience.
What the fuck did you do?
Just walk around in the snow, enjoy the views, throw a snowball or two.
So you went all Walden and just walked around by some rivers and lakes and just.
Yeah, I wrote some
just where?
poetry, but then it got really cold and. So I stopped writing.
I am cold.
Yeah, and then period, and then close your book. Ah, yes. Well, back inside. Yeah, that'd be
Us
great.
artists. That's what we do. That's all we do.
Yeah. So, yeah, other than that, I kind of just like drew. I've been working on some like not really like writing, but just like little notes because I'm trying to write a little story for like a little mini comic or something. So I'm working on that, doing little sketches for like ideas I had about it, but not a lot of like crazy work. How about you? You had any work to do over the weekend?
Not really. I mean, things have been a little slow for me in terms of what do we call it? Like freelance commission stuff.
Oh yeah,
I think it's just the holidays. Things always seem to slow down around here because everyone's eating turkey and ham and
yeah,
having fun.
yeah. That's true.
So it's a little. I think it's a little discouraging around the January month for us artists.
Just as far as getting work goes and stuff.
Getting work, yeah, and even my gallery still isn't up and running yet. It should be up hopefully by the end of January, but even if it was up, like the sales are always the lowest in January.
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean your gallery?
Well, I show in this gallery in Asheville.
Oh, right.
And
So they haven't put your work up yet.
yeah, they moved to a new location, so all the artists have been waiting for it to kind of open up again, and it's been taking forever. But yeah, I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
Just so I'm just trying to keep busy and work on my own personal work right now.
I mean, yeah, that's always a good thing to do. It's best if you can actually like think, schedule out beforehand and be like, well, I know I'm not going to get a lot of work or coming to me in January, so I'm going to work as much as possible.
Do my own personal
November,
projects.
September, whatever, and then do personal work and just say I'm taking the month off or something.
Yeah, it's weird, man, because it's a lot of self motivation around this time, where it's like, I mean, before the stream, I was playing some Civ. We were talking.
Yep.
It's like, well, I probably should be editing these photos, but I mean, fucking England's not going to defeat itself.
Yeah, come on, we got the whole world at stake. You telling me
what am I supposed
these
to do?
photos of a cheesecake are more important? I'm not buying
What am I supposed to do?
I mean, I never. Yeah, tell me about Civ because I don't know anything about it. I think it's kind of like Risk, right? The board game.
Yeah.
I know nothing
like
about
Risk.
these kind of games. I'm pretty much
I mean,
just like first person shooter guy.
It's kind of like Risk. I think it's a good.
Or like Command and
comparison.
Conquer. I think I played one of those back in the day.
No, it's not. It's more like Risk, I would say.
Yeah, because you have tiles, right? And you have to like
Yeah.
capture land by like being close to it or something.
Yeah, it's fun, man. It's and it gets addicting. Their whole motto is just one more turn. So you'll sit down and play. It's not. It's more like, oh
Risk,
man, just a few turns, and
Yeah, because you have
5 hours
tiles, right?
later,
And you have to like.
and you just don't know where the day went. So that's kind of what happens. So you gotta not be me and not do that shit and just work on your art.
Work on your art. Don't play games. Unless you're bored.
Unless you're really
And
bored.
you don't have any ideas, and you've just been sitting there, drawing nothing for 2 hours. Then maybe play a game. I don't know. Can't hurt.
Can't hurt.
It could hurt. Yeah, it's tough. It's always like a game, or like not a gamble, but it's always keep it in mind when you're playing games that like, I don't know. I just like to set a time aside for it. So normally, if I have I'll have the whole day to do anything. Like I'd be like, I could just draw. I could do work. Like I'll schedule it out and be like, all right, I'm going to work. I'm going to do like 4 hours of this thing that I need to work on. Then take a break, do a couple more hours of this other thing I want to do. And then like normally for just like a general rule, like I'll work like the whole day on and off on different stuff so I don't get like burnt out on one thing. But like constantly work until like 10 o'clock. And then I look at that as like, okay, it's 10 o'clock. I'm just going to stop all my work and then do like whatever I want. Normally like playing a game, watching a movie.
So it's 10. Kind of like
for like 2 hours. So I like to have like 2 hours at the end of the night to just like not work. I don't know. I don't like working up until like I'm so tired that I want to go to sleep because I feel like you kind of, I don't know. I feel like if you work when you're really tired, like you can make mistakes or you can just do stuff that's you're not actually getting anywhere. Especially if you're like drawing or painting or something, you can just like keep painting and like not really actually making anything better. You're just like, you're just kind of getting sleepy and not really thinking about what you're doing. So it's better to do that stuff when you're actually, aware and like can think critically about what you're doing. And then once you start getting sleepy and you're like, oh, I only got another like 2 or 3 hours left in me. That's when I like to hang up the work for the day and then like drink some beers, boot up the Xbox or like do something else, watch a movie, make some popcorn.
Yeah. And I think that's a good way to do it. Sort of get your shit done first, and then just sort of relax with the.
Yeah, because it can definitely be like a distraction if you're like, oh well, because you can always say like, well, I have the whole day, so I'm just gonna play some games now, and then and then
So
yeah,
easy.
just play a few hours of the Battlefield, and then after that, and then I'll do some work, and then like
It works out perfectly for everyone. Everyone's happy.
and the 10 o'clock thing always works out good for me because I'm like, okay, I'll play or like play a game or watch a movie. I mean, movies work better because the movies end. But if I play a game, I'll be like, oh, I'll start at 10. Well, maybe I'll play till like 11 or 12. And then it's 12, and I'm still playing with friends, and they're all like, oh, we're doing great. Let's load up another one. I'm like, yep, I can't stop now.
I mean, that's the thing with like games like Overwatch and played, or even with like Counter-Strike or something. Those like competitive multiplayer games, where it's like if you lose one, you're like, well, fuck, I need to play until I win. Right. But then if you win one, you're like, well, shit, I'm on a streak. I got to keep going. There's never a fucking stopping point.
Yeah, especially for like multiplayer games, it's like,
oh god, and then you have your friends being like, oh, just come on, we got this, we can do this.
Yeah,
it's fucking peer pressure, asshole friends.
Yeah, it's fun to play games with friends. I need to find more people to play with. I mean, I have like a solid group of people that will play like Battlefield with, but I don't really play any with games with anyone on PC. Except for you, I played a few games with you. Overwatch. And I totally forgot I was supposed to be drawing while we're doing this. So.
Well, I mean that's also the thing too is I think once you have, it's sort of dangerous once you have that sort of group of friends, because then it becomes like an obligation to them. You're kind of letting them down if you don't come play with them.
Yeah.
So that gets to be really weird. I don't know if.
Well, yeah, that's why I stopped playing games that had that kind of obligation. Like in high school, I used to play like World of Warcraft and stuff.
Yeah.
And we had I was in the raiding guild and stuff. I mean, I wasn't big into art or anything, and I didn't really have any goals, long-term goals back then. So I was just like, yeah, fuck it, like let's do this. Like let's have a scheduled time to play a game. It's like I think that kind of stuff is good for like work and stuff that like is actually gonna help you in the future. Having schedules, but having a schedule for a game or something that's just supposed to be like entertainment and like spare time,
it's supposed to be fun, not a fucking
not a part-time job, which is what those games turn into. Like, wow, if you want to be good, if you want to be in the top rating guild or whatever on your server, like it's a part-time job.
Yeah.
So I kind of stopped playing those games after high school. I mean, I'm sure I could probably get back into it, but.
Do you miss it at all, man? Do you get like the shakes?
Yeah, I get withdrawals. I'm like, I see the flash of a screen. I walk by a window and somebody's raiding, and I'm like, oh,
God, they're doing it all wrong, man.
Yeah, it's like, oh god, hey, your hotbar's just a mess. Can you clean that up, man? No, I mean, I miss it. I think it's mostly like nostalgia though, because like I really have no desire to like get back into it now.
Yeah.
But like thinking about playing it back then, I was like, yes. Let me get back. Let me play that Wrath of the Lich King private server, man. Ooh. No, I don't know. Did you play WoW back in the day?
Yeah, I mean, I played it up until Wrath, just about.
Up until, man, that was the best it got. That's when I started playing.
Yeah, and I played right in the beginning, and it's weird, man, because I'm a lot older than you.
Yeah, so, like 97, 98.
Yeah. Yeah, so we would play like Ultima Online.
Yeah,
and that was.
What is that? That's an MMO, right?
Yeah, that was like one of the first big MMOs.
Was it a fantasy thing?
Yeah, it was fantasy, and you'd run with your group of friends. And I remember taking off a week from like fucking middle school to get my blacksmithing up to the highest.
You can't take off a week of middle school. What was your excuse?
Yeah, dude, I was like, I was sick. I was like, oh, man,
like, Mom, sorry, I just need to play Ultima.
Blacksmith it's only at 72. And
I caught a cold in the mines looking for copper veins.
That's what it came down to. I mean, that's sort of what we did growing up.
Yeah, I mean, hell yeah. When you got nothing else to do, those games are perfect because it's just like they never end. You could just keep playing. Yeah,
and that's the danger now. It's like any free time, it's like, oh man.
Yeah, there's so many games I want to play, but I just know I can never play them because of that like time sink. Like The Witcher.
Ah, it's so good.
I'm never gonna play The Witcher. I've tried like 3 times, and I'm just like, this is cool. This is really awesome. And then like I'll play for like 4 hours, and then I'll stop playing, and then I won't come back to it for like a week, and then I start playing after a
Oh,
week, and I'm
man.
like, wait, what happened? I totally forgot everything, and then like, I don't know, it just doesn't work. For that game, you have to be like totally invested.
Yeah,
You can't just
you
pick it up
do.
and play it.
But I think there's something to be said for something like that because it's like reading like a giant fucking fantasy novel, and
Yeah, that's cool.
that's pretty inspiring. Like there's actually aspects. I actually did a piece based off of something I saw in the fucking Witcher. There was this like mansion that was like haunted by a poltergeist, and they had all these paintings, and they like the woman's face was like burnt off,
Ooh,
kind of. I was like,
spooky.
that looks awesome. And so I did some like digital pieces based off of what I saw in The Witcher, off these like burnt out faces and shit.
Yeah.
Um, so it was one of those rare moments where like a game inspired me to make art.
No, that happens a
It was
lot.
really
Like
game related.
games or like a moment in a movie will like make you, like inspire you to do a piece or
Will
something.
trigger, yeah. But usually when that happens, it's like, oh man, I'm gonna make a Mario piece or something, you know. This was like totally not related to.
Yeah, it's like your own personal thing, but you just had an idea from
Yeah.
something you saw.
So it's just one of those nice moments where everything sort of worked out for me in that aspect. But
Yeah, I mean that's my favorite part
few and
of
far between.
the what?
Yeah. It doesn't happen that often where something like that will sort of trigger.
Yeah. No, it happens a lot for me. Mostly, it's not like drawing exact, inspiration from a specific thing. Like, oh man, I love that scene in Captain America. I'm gonna draw that exactly. It's more like, you see something, and then just the idea of it will make you think of like something else. Or a lot of times, like for me, it's like when I'm disappointed in something. Not when I'm disappointed, but when I'm like, oh, I thought they were gonna do this instead, or like it would have been cool if they would have done that, and then whatever that potential thing is, I'm like, oh, well, that's a really cool idea. I should make that, or I should draw that.
So you'll make it better then. You'll make it how you want to see it.
Yeah, or it's just like you get an idea of something, and then it ends up not being that thing that you thought it was gonna be, and then I mean you can just use that idea. And I mean that's pretty much your idea now.
That's true.
So like I don't know, a lot of times I'll see movie trailers, and I'll be like, holy shit, this looks amazing, and then I'll see the movie, and I'm like, okay, well that wasn't what I imagined from that trailer. But I mean, but now everything whatever I imagined from that, I can use. I can make my own thing out of that.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So like Guardians of the Galaxy, when I first saw that trailer, like, I had all these crazy ideas going through my head. I was like, what is this? Oh, look at all these aliens. And like, I saw like the shots of like, this was like, I knew nothing about Guardians of the Galaxy. So I saw like Drax and all these crazy aliens. So I was like, oh my God, like I'm imagining these like super, like just primitive aliens that are just beating the shit out of each other, like, and all this like crazy action. And it's making
like Planet Cult kind of thing?
Yeah, it's making me think of like a Planet Hulk, or like maybe there's a planet of aliens that are like warriors that like don't have technology, but they're like crazy, like religious when it comes to like fighting and stuff. And then when I saw the movie, I was like, oh, he's just like a big dumb guy that like makes jokes or like is funny because he doesn't know things. And I was like, that's not really what I thought from that. It's like I thought I saw like all his crazy tattoos, and I was like, oh my God, this guy is gonna have like this insane cultural background and like some crazy religion that makes him like scarify his body.
They can't fit that into a fucking like hour and a half, 2 hour movie.
Yeah, but they could, and like I'm not hoping to fit it into anything because I mean I don't even know how that stuff works. So like even if I had that idea, it's not like, oh my God, it's like I'm not gonna write like a book about like the backstories of these characters' religion and stuff. But just that idea can be like you could use that in like an illustration or like a character design or something. So I was
I'm glad
like
that worked out so well for you, man. That's pretty awesome.
Well, it's not like I really used it. I mean, but a lot of times
You didn't do anything? I thought you didn't do anything with it?
Well, it's just all these ideas build up into different things, Like whatever I'm drawing right now, it's like, okay, it's maybe some like stupid diving helmet spaceman mask, but whatever inspirations I've seen of this kind of stuff, it's like it's all coming together. Like the mouth guard, I'm thinking of like, I probably got this. Kind of looks like the thing from Prometheus.
Right.
Like the little elephant tusk, weird looking thing. And then, the gauntlet or the visor and all that stuff is kind of like the Doom helmet. I don't know. So just like little things you see and that you like, you're like, oh, that's really cool. What if they would have done it like this? And then that's an idea that you can draw and make.
Okay.
It's a good way to think of ideas, Or
yeah,
just
I mean,
be more
I definitely
original.
will binge hard on, sort of mass media when I'm in like a slump. Trying to find that sort of that voice, of inspiration.
Yeah.
I think we've talked about it before, where you just can't, if you're not feeling like doing something, you can't just sit around and wait for it. You have to dig. You have to just go out and read or fucking watch a whole bunch of bullshit until something just clicks.
Yep. Watch a bunch of crap. I've been watching so much World War One documentaries lately.
What the fuck?
Just been...
Is it because of Battlefield? You just want to know?
Well, kind of, maybe. It's probably something like Battlefield. Like, I don't know. I've just been really interested lately in the whole history of it.
Yeah, it's funny because I was totally like at work. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts lately, and there's this one. I think his name is Dan Carlin's like Hardcore History.
Okay.
And there's this one about World War One, and I had no fucking idea about it because it just gets overshadowed by the second one.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just so fascinating.
It's hard to find like good like source or like good videos about it, because if you just go on YouTube and type in like World War One history, nothing comes up. It'll be some like idiot guy who's like, he made this video. It's like top 10 significant moments in World War One, and it'll all be about like America and stuff. And I'm like, America was barely in this war. It's like, you don't.
America's great. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's like, America. Did you know that America was doing awesome shit when these people were fighting? It's like, I want to know about the people fighting.
America's great.
America. Yeah, but I don't know. So I found like a couple good channels, and I've been watching their videos and stuff. But
nice.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool, man. And it's just a cool time period. Like Industrial Revolution, all the technology that was made back then. It's like all fueled by war. It's like we wouldn't have had any of that shit if it wasn't for.
Like, what do you mean? What do you mean by like the? What are you saying exactly?
Like all the like fucking airplanes, like the innovations that came from World War One.
Fucking airplanes.
Fucking airplanes, man! Like all the stuff, crazy like new ways of doing things that they had to come up with because they were just losing, and like hundreds and thousands of people were dying because they couldn't. They're like, shit. Well, they have a better plane than us, and we can't make a better one. Like, what do we fucking do?
We're up shit creek without a battle right now.
I don't know. Yeah, and like war. I mean, war's terrible, but it's definitely like it definitely inspires innovation and stuff. So. Yeah, I mean, and
so you're finding inspiration from the deaths of all these people.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Without you, I wouldn't have Battlefield 1. So.
Yeah, you assholes.
Yeah, but
what is this guy though? Like,
I don't know. Maybe some kind of like underwater miner. Putting a little like light on his head. It looks pretty dumb. I'm just zoning out drawing this, so I apologize for it being terrible. But speaking of drawing and designing, between the strokes, we got something new coming for you. We got it on the screen. It says new tutorial. If you can see that. What does that mean?
What does it?
Is this the new?
Why don't you run it down for
Is this it? Am I doing it now? No. But the plan is, me and Hamilton and others, hopefully, will start producing some kind of tutorial videos for anyone that's interested in learning something, maybe new, or learning a different approach to something that they already do, and just, sharing our knowledge, as well as doing it as a way to kind of push us to do better work. So we're going to start this tutorial series where, each month it's going to be a different tutorial that focuses on a different thing. We're probably going to be pretty varied on the topics, but for this month, I'm going to start with one that I've been wanting to do as like a little character design tutorial. So basically, I'll probably just be going through my process when it comes to like designing characters for like illustrations, or just for like, just for a design. So it could be used for anything. Maybe you're making maybe you're making a short film and you want to have like an original character with like a cool costume, but you don't know, and you can make it, you have like fabrication knowledge, but you want to know how to make it look good and stuff. So it's going to come down to like the sketching phases and like creating a concept for a character. And then that's going to be the first week. And then I'm going to go into, how to finalize your design and like really like nail down the look or the feel that you're going for a character. And get that done in stone. But then that's just a design. That can be a simple drawing. I mean, it can be a detailed drawing to make sure you have all your components, but it's not something that's good to look at. So the last week 3, is going to be using that to make a dynamic illustration. Wow. So hopefully, which I'm still working on, like doing good illustrations. So it's more just to help me, but I'm hoping it'll help you guys too, if you're interested in that. So, stay tuned. We'll have more information on that as it gets going. But I'm going to be posting updates to the Facebook group. So if you want to hear more, you can join us on Facebook. I got the little, the page is on the top of the stream here, the link.
And why wouldn't you want to hear more? Because it's, just more for you.
Yeah, more for your dollar, except for this is free, so.
Yeah, we're giving you all this information. This is wonderful, wonderful information.
Yeah, we're talking to each other for free. We should charge for this. I'm just kidding. We haven't gotten to that point.
Nah, this is
amazing. It's almost valueless, I would say. In a good way, though.
All right, now, your helmet here.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't know him.
Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not a drawer, so I don't know.
A drawer. You're definitely not. You're not a drawer. You're a human man.
But the visor looks something looks a little off skew here.
Something is definitely screwed up.
Something's not right here.
Okay, so here's a hot tip for you guys.
So why don't you talk to me about if you notice something's not right, how do you fix it?
Right. Pretty much in this kind of phase, I'm not really worried about it being right because I'm just like doodling. But Hamilton's right. Something is askew. My proportions are all goofed up. This front of the mask here, it seems to be on some kind of weird plane. It's facing this direction.
Right.
Whereas my visor is facing more this direction. These aren't the same shapes. Get them out of here. So when that kind of stuff happens, that was a shady lasso tool. A good way to notice exactly what's going wrong, is I like to do at least, is you can select your object, and then I'm going to hit Command-T, I'm going to flip it. Flip horizontal. And flipping it just like, you get a new perspective on it. So all of a sudden I'm like, oh god, it's gross. I can see exactly how fucked up this is. It looks like some weird skew has been set to it. Looks like it's been skewed and warped. And actually, maybe I could fix it a little bit by just skewing it. We're going to do a skew. We're going to skew it the opposite way. I mean, it helped a little bit. Helped a little bit. And then what I would also do is maybe I'm just going to like crop this whole bottom part off and move it and transform it a little bit because it's looking goofed.
Oh, that did help it a little bit.
Yeah. Because, I mean, that's just something you'll start to notice. Like, oh, why did I draw it like I was looking at it from the side? It's like, I'm an idiot.
Huh.
And then you'll realize, and then, at this point, I'd probably just say, okay, this sketch is pretty much ruined because I've skewed it and I've grabbed it. So I'm going to just drop the opacity on this layer because I still have my general idea. And then I'm going to make a new layer on top. And just make this one a little bit bigger.
Holy shit, that's amazing.
I mean, it helps. Just to like fix your drawing, and that's super crude way to fix it. So what you should really do is just draw it on top of it and actually fix it. So now I'm gonna go on top. And you kind of use my previous sketch as just like a guide for what I want to do. And now that I have this new lens, hopefully I won't goof up the proportions as bad. So now I can go redraw. Try to just fix the drawing, fix the overall proportion of it.
My God, we actually gave a great tip.
Yeah, and you helped me because I wouldn't have fixed it because there it is, guys. Evidence that it works. Talking to people. I would have kept on that shitty helmet, but Hamilton noticed.
Our system works. Our system works, although the light's still fucked up.
Yeah, the light is fucked up. I'm gonna have to redraw it.
All right, can you skew that light? Can you move it over?
I could, but I mean, at this point, it's so sketchy that to save me the time, I'll just redraw it. And it's also definitely a weird shape mask I'm drawing here, so it's naturally going to have a lot of weird problems with it. But
what do you mean?
Just the way that these like beveled shapes come off the side, I don't really like that. It's like hard to draw, and it also just looks bad. So I'm probably going to change it.
So draw what you know, right? Make it easy for you.
Yeah. No, and also this is a good opportunity to just like change parts in the design, maybe try something different. Going for more of a Power Rangers vibe here. So,
yeah. You excited about that Power Rangers movie, huh?
Yeah, man.
All the kids are talking about it.
All the kids.
All the kids.
Actually, I don't know any kids, so I'm not sure if they're excited.
You don't hang out with kids? You don't hang out with the kids?
Yeah, well, I try to, but they don't like it when I do that.
I thought you liked to draw them. I thought you just sort of hang out.
Go to the parks. Yeah, draw on the kids for the kids.
It's for the kids. I do the work for the kids.
I heard it's really shitty. I don't know. I don't know much about it. I saw the trailer and it looked awful.
Really?
What do you think?
That looked pretty good.
No, you didn't think it looked good.
Yeah,
You're joking. You're joshing me.
Nah, it looked pretty good. You know, you got some fucking Power Rangers. You got some monsters.
What else do you need? Check, please.
Yeah, there are a bunch of delinquents in delinquent school.
Yeah.
And, there's a Zordon. You know, just
Zordon. Yeah. So here's the problem. I don't know anything about Power Rangers.
What?
So they can't ruin it for me because I don't care.
They all die.
Like, what's a Zordon? Am I supposed to know what that is?
I don't know. I think that.
What are the bad guys called?
Zordon? No, that's a good guy. Rita something, like Rita the Wrath or.
That's a
Rita
cool name.
Something. Yeah.
Is she like a Russian wrestler or something?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, she's a Russian wrestler.
I just liked watching little clips of the show because they always had those crazy camera cockskew angles, but it was like a steady cam, or like it didn't move at all. It would just be a camera with like nothing but sky, and then a sweet ninja Power Ranger would just do like 1,000 flips in the air over the screen. And that's all I really
should,
know.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, I like that. If they did that in the movie, that'd be cool. If it was just 2 hours of that, really shitty filming.
That would actually be great if it was just like really shitty filming.
Just remake exactly how you did the old show.
Just awful filming and.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I'm down. All right, I hate this drawing. I'm gonna start a new one, guys. Sorry.
So I thought we were going over how to fix things.
Yeah, another tip: if it's too broken, just throw it out. It's not worth your time.
Can you draw a pirate?
Sure.
I've been playing a lot of Uncharted, so I want to see a pirate.
Does Uncharted have pirates in it? I thought that was a modern day game.
Fourth one does.
Like Somalian pirates?
No, like legit like pirates. They're on like looking for pirate treasure.
So wait, in the fourth game, which takes place in modern day, there are like classical. We're thinking of the same pirate, right? Like big black beard,
they're looking
big
for
hat.
Pirates, man. They're going after pirate treasure. All right, so there's not pirates in it per se, but they're like pirate theme.
I got it. I'm on board.
Fucking draw me a pirate monkey. Just get this going.
Pirate. For a second, I thought you wanted me to draw a pirate monkey.
Draw a pirate monkey.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know about that. I could try. That'd be a good drawing. All right, let's make him.
And so help me God, if I see any sort of hose on this, I'm gonna be upset.
Hose? What do you mean?
Nothing steampunk, nothing futuristic.
Right. This is a classical pirate of old.
Yep. I don't want it to look anything like Johnny Depp either. No Johnny Depp pirate.
Okay. I don't
make him fat. Let's have him be a fat pirate.
Okay, I'm into that. So, this could go into our character design. We could start now.
All right, let's start now.
How to draw a pirate.
Bum-ba-da.
This probably won't be it. I'll probably do something new for you guys.
No. Let's go. Let's talk about a little bit about this though.
Yeah, we'll go into it. So right now I'm just drawing a head. You know, Hamilton said he wanted him to be a fatty, so.
Well, here's the thing, because when you're making a character for something, you want it to be unique. Right. And I've seen a lot of Johnny Depp-looking pirates because Johnny Depp is just sort of an amalgamation of all the other pirates.
Yeah, I was thinking like a Captain Hook. That's pretty much the same thing.
So like we want it to be different. We want it to be our own. So I haven't seen a lot of fat pirates. So why not a fat fucking pirate?
Why not?
So we want it to be different, but also kind of have elements that bring it back into sort of the pirate theme.
Right.
Would you say that's correct? I mean, is that sort of how you usually do character design?
Yeah. You always want to try to do something new, or else you're not really designing anything. You're just illustrating.
Oh, I like the sort of the Amish sort of beard thing going on right here.
Yeah. Give him some. What is that called?
Mutton chops.
Mutton chops.
Mm-hmm.
Mutton chop pirate. Maybe some earrings. He's not looking very fat. Work on that. I mean, that can come out more in the neck here. It's always a good way to mix. I'm not thinking this guy's any sort of king of the pirates. You know. Maybe he's just
Johnny Pirate.
He's just a lackey. You know. That's fine.
Shmee. He's a Shmee character.
Yeah. This is pretty much just Shmee, yeah, at this point.
No, that's a nice little fat neck you get going.
Thank you. Let's give him some eyeballs now. Got Yep. So,
So do you like to go into like when you do sort of your character design? Do you like to go into like the history of them? Do you think about the history of a character when you're doing it? Like how deep do you go?
I don't go that well. It depends. I mean, that is fun to do if you are looking for more ideas. And the deeper you go, the more ideas you'll get. You know, if you know exactly what a character is and like what their point is, that'll probably help you design them because everything on them will have a purpose. You know, so if this pirate was, you know, originally a, you know, cobbler or something, maybe he has like one of those sweet leather aprons and like maybe he uses like scissors to fight. I don't know. But that'd be cool. And then that ties into it. So there you go, you know. So little things like that, little backstory bits can help you to design character.
That'd be a cool name for a pirate. Backstory.
Captain Backstory.
That's Captain Backstory. Of the SS.
He has, and his whole bit is he has a different backstory every time. And he talks to his crew. He's like, "Yeah, you know me very well from the first time I was a young sailor. I set loose on the seas, left to die, stranded in the water with thousands of sharks all around me." Then the next week he's like, "You all know I grew up in a circus, training with the monkeys, and I learned to fight like one too." It's like this. It's like he knows. He told us something. Classic backstory.
That's actually pretty good. But see, I mean, that's kind of when you character design, you gotta have fun with it because that's how you get to like the juicy parts, you know.
Yeah, the juice. That's what we call
You
the
just sort
juice
of-
in the
So
industry.
you sort of bullshit with people and have him be like, you know, he's like very like scared of getting scurvy, so he just has like a sack of oranges with him at all times.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, as many pirate jokes as you can fit into a pirate design, the better. So we're talking parrot feathers. Stuff them all around him. You know, make him wear a parrot costume. I don't know.
Why not? Why not?
The little heart tattoo that says "Mom" inside of it.
No, that's more biker. That's more biker.
Well, you're right, I guess.
Yeah, you're going way off. You're way off.
I'm way off there. Okay, rewind.
But let's have this take place in like fucking like 1974.
70s
so, like-
pirate.
Yeah, because again, you don't see about 70s pirates.
Okay. I mean,
Maybe he did this for like a side job and got really into it.
he's like a
And he
pirate
stole
for a
shit.
kid's birthday party.
Oh my god! And he turned his like van into a fucking like pirate ship. See, like you just run with it. You just see where it takes you.
Yeah, that'd be good. 70s pirates. They
I like
plunder.
his jacket. Look at this jacket happening.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I love drawing jackets, so that's always gonna come into play.
I'm not gonna draw hoses, but I am gonna draw a jacket. And fuck you.
Yeah. Hey, if it ain't broke. Something. All right. Give him a little bit of a pooch here. Little belly.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, I mean,
Captain Backstory.
this is There's not really much design here since it's just like a portrait, I guess. I don't know. I could do the full character. I could try it.
I mean, there is design because we're talking about his backstory.
Right.
You know, he got that T-shirt at Walmart. That's what he did.
I could have like an anchor tattoo on his neck.
Yeah, hell yeah. Those little curly pirate hairs on his chest, so you know he's a real man.
Maybe he has like a mermaid over here.
Ooh. The dreaded Captain Backstory. I've come for your riches.
And your witches. He's a witch hunter.
What? No, now you're going way off base, dude. You're going into territory I don't even know. I don't even know where you're going with this. Just way off base.
At this point, I'm gonna throw a little value in there, you know, to see how I feel about it. Nothing permanent.
How do you feel about it? How do you feel about it?
You know, I don't feel great about it.
This is not what I want right now.
I don't like this. No, I'm just kidding. It's fine. It's fine.
This doesn't make me feel good, Hamilton.
All right, so he's got a little collar. Maybe he's got some sweet, like a shark tooth necklace.
Oh damn! Now we're getting it. Now we're there. He needs a companion.
Kind of looks like a
He
slice
needs
of
sidekick.
pizza, though. Yeah, he needs like a little bird or a monkey.
No, let's do like a person. Let's give him like, how about some like some girl, right?
Right.
And he's like her caretaker, right?
Okay.
So like some little girl that's a pirate helper.
I mean, we could go for that. I
A
think
cabin
we
girl.
should just stick with one character for now.
Oh yeah, so that's it. That's what you're doing. Just one character.
Oh yeah, I don't want to get ahead of myself here.
Man, I don't know. I kind of like this story though.
Yeah. Now I got Hamilton inspired. He's gonna write his own backstory.
fucking
Story.
novel for Captain Backstory.
Okay. And there we go. Maybe he's got a.
So what are you changing brushes at all for this?
No, I'm just
back?
using this one brush. It's like a chalk brush.
Okay.
And they're all on the same layer. So at this point, maybe I would. Maybe I'll mess around with the values a little bit more. So I'll make a new layer. And then let's just do a wash on top of everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just select like a midtone, take it over everything, but then make it a multiply. So now we got a nice midtone. Diddly do. And then I'm probably going to do another multiply layer. And let's just say, oops. What happened? Okay, there we go. Yada-da-da. Just kind of color the character in so he's off the background. Just kind of.
Look at that. Off the background. What a fancy term.
Yeah, you know me. I know all the linguistics.
You went to school for this, right?
Yeah, I'm an expert. I'm a professional. That's what they call them.
So you're just putting just some grays on them just to bring them off the background?
I guess. I really don't know.
Is that what you're doing? Like you're coloring him in? I'm just wondering why you're coloring him in.
Yeah, because I just wanted to. Well, I'm gonna he's kind of gray now. He's kind of lame, boring looking. So at this point, get some real darks going in there.
Okay.
And then I'll probably get some lights going in there. Create a good value range. And then we'll just start.
So you make everything sort of a neutral, and then you go in. Is that?
Yeah, that's one way to do it. I kind of I do it.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. I have no idea.
I change it up.
Fucking clue.
Change it up from time to time. I mean, this is a good way to do it if you're like going for like a painterly kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to go for like, I don't know. It's a good question. Not quite sure.
So do some whites in his eyes. Let's just see how that looks.
Yeah. So I'm not actually going to. I'm just gonna do a normal layer on top. Get some whites. I'll do some whites in the eyes like Hamilton requested. The eyes are pretty white. So you can feel pretty good about making those white. And then maybe some blacks because eyes are normally dark.
It's crazy. It's like fucking watching Bob Ross with you. Like I look away for a minute and I come back. It's like, oh, there's Captain Backstory doing his thing.
Yeah, it's pretty rough still. Not quite, Bob Ross level yet.
I don't know, man. You can see his titties and his fucking shirt. Like,
let's add some little highlights there on like his face. And I'm kind of just setting
a little happy bush over here.
Yeah, add a little happy head, happy bald head.
So where are the highlights coming from? Lights coming from the top left?
Yep. I'm just gonna like set up a basic like light scheme. Let's just say the light's coming from top left. So that way, I mean, then you kind of just have to know, like, or not know, but you kind of make up where the planes of the face are. Like, obviously, cheeks are going to catch some light. Maybe down here on his shirt, it's going to catch some light. Maybe the collar here is going to catch some light. And you start blending it in, man.
And then when you say you start blend, what does that mean?
Oh, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Uh-oh, I'm cropping down through the bottom there. That's okay. Wait, what did I say when I did what?
And then start blending it in.
Oh yeah, blending is like, so I'll use my alt to select a color. So like I'm gonna select the background, just fix his head. But like blending, if I have like a crazy, more I use it for more like, see all these lines in here, looks kind of, on the collar on the left, looks kind of a little messy. So I'll just select the color that is generally the color. I'll just block it in, just be like, okay, well, I know this is gonna be generally that color. Blend it up. Block it in, and then I'll select the darker color for the bottom there where there's going to be a lot of shadow and just kind of fade it in, fade it in. That creates a little bit more of a dynamic look, a little bit more of a natural look, It's like, oh, okay, maybe this is actually a real thing. That's actually being, light's actually hitting it. But I don't know what I'm doing.
Huh.
Ho-ho.
That's fucking crazy.
And then maybe, I carry a little bit more of a dramatic light on like the side of the nose, because that's going to be where one of your hard shadows is. So like in the nostrils, down there, and then you can, get like a black and just kind of.
Jesus Christ, you make it look so fucking easy. Like I'm just watching this coat just like take shape before my eyes.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I mean, if you think about it, like the art things that we used to do in school, where it's like shade in the circle, it's like, or like do the value for like this sphere, and like you draw the little drop shadow. It's like all it is just that, but it's on different shapes.
Yeah.
So once you kind of understand that, even at the most basic level, you can start doing fun stuff. Like you don't have to master it right away to have fun and draw something that looks, doesn't have to look realistic, but it'll feel more tangible to somebody if it has.
It'll feel real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
The
lighting looks a little off for me on the like at the cheek. Maybe does there need to be more light on the cheek? Like something seems off to me.
Where at?
You know what I mean? On the cheek, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. Here, let me work on that. Yeah, the cheek you can do. I wanted to have like, maybe he's like laughing or something. So.
My backstory is great.
Yeah. So maybe there's like a sharper shadow on the eye, and then.
Oh, look at that shit.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Maybe.
There you go. Okay. That's awesome, man. Like this is really cool to sort of see come together.
And then I don't know. It comes into like knowing the shape of the face. So like maybe here, since he's smiling or laughing, this little arch on the bridge of your nose is gonna come up way higher, and then that'll create a shadow here, and that's where like his cheek is. So he's getting like a Santa Claus vibe.
Pirate Santa Claus.
Yeah.
This is what Santa does in the off season, kids.
Yep.
That's pretty rad, man.
Yeah. And like I don't know, especially with painting, like I'll change the shape of like a face or something like so many times before I'm like satisfied with it.
Yeah.
Especially because faces are just something that if you don't get right, it immediately takes somebody out of it. So, like your rendering may be fine, but like maybe you just didn't set up the planes, the way that has the most, effect or whatever. So you got to repaint stuff in or redo certain parts. It's all part of it. And doing the mustache here.
So there'd be a lot heavier of a shadow right underneath his chin, right?
Yep. So yeah, normally, since the light's coming from, let's just say it's coming from
the top left, but his jacket's blocking it.
Yeah. So then that would mean that like.
What would that mean? Help me understand.
Well, another fun thing to do. I drew this like light. Let's say this is the light cone. So maybe it's actually coming from behind him a little bit.
Okay.
So that would mean that you could do kind of some cool stuff with like rim light. So yeah, you can do more dramatic lighting under his chin and over here. But then you can just do over the whole thing. Let's just do a new layer. Just kind of like just go soft with your brush.
Right.
Make him dark. Like maybe he's in like a dark room or something. And then there's like a really dramatic light coming from behind him. So then you're gonna want to get like a softer with your brush and do like more of a glowy thing. Like.
What do you mean softer with your brush?
Like less of hard edge. So you can come in here and like blend the edge a little bit.
Okay.
And sorry for the screen looking super jank. But by doing that, by blending it, it kind of creates that look of like glow or something. And then, oops, let me zoom out. And I like to keep things pretty zoomed out, like especially if this is a portrait. Keep it around there. And then you can do the same thing like on his jacket, like maybe the light's coming from behind, so the same thing like on his ear, on the jacket, on the arm here.
Captain Backstory, we didn't expect you into our poker game.
Yeah. Yeah. Some poker lighting. Then you can, we can still build up the shadows on the face. We don't have to do completely like backlit. We can do like a mix.
Oh, that's cool. So it's just all about imagining where that light is. That's like the key.
Yeah, I mean that's the funnest part of doing like paintings and stuff is like creating your own lighting in the room or on your subject and playing with it until it looks like does what you want to your illustration, serves the purpose of that illustration. Like maybe it brings the eye, brings the focus of the thing to a specific character or a specific part of that character. So I want the focus to be on his face, so I'm doing most of like the contrast and shading all on the character's face. And I'll do like kind of softer stuff on the rest of the character.
That's pretty awesome.
Oops. Yeah. I mean, it looks pretty weird right now, but this is how you would do it if you're just going straight in, painting up a little man here. I'm gonna try to bring in this mustache in a way that doesn't look weird. Got some teeth.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like it really is like fucking watching Bob Ross, like just seeing how things develop and.
Yeah, that's why I love watching like not necessarily like tutorials, but like videos that people post of just their process and stuff. Because I mean, tutorials are good and everything, but it's more interesting to see how somebody did what they did, and then not necessarily like maybe it's not how you're gonna work, so maybe you're not gonna try, the exact method, but maybe just something about like how they like how they work and how they build up forms and stuff. Maybe you can learn from that. So. Yarg. And then I'll do some bounce light from his bottom of his fat rolls. So maybe we'll get his man titties are catching a little bit more light here. And then they'll bounce back so that his chin will look even fatter because he doesn't look very fat right now. So we'll bring some of that light back in. Whoop. There it is.
That's wild.
Yeah. So yeah, this will kind of be part of the tutorial that we're working on. It'll probably be more of the step 3, the creating a illustration. This will be the beginning steps of that, like kind of blocking in.
This is a little taste. This is a taste of what you're getting.
Yeah, this is a taste of what's to come. So if you're excited about that, let me know if you have
excited about this pirate taste.
Yeah. Captain Backstory.
I'm looking for my niece.
Her name's Deborah.
Captain Backstory, you don't have any niece. She's my niece. Nice jacket.
But yeah, I mean, at this step, I don't know. Like, I might start like messing around with color or something. But
I like what you got. I like the black and white. It's looking good.
Yeah. And I think his expression looks a little bit dead in the eyes, so maybe I would like exaggerate it a little bit. Like
Captain Backstory is dead,
Yeah.
Connor. He's been through some shit.
Yeah. He's seen too much.
He's seen too much, which is why he needs Deborah.
So maybe a way to exaggerate it, you could just drop this eyebrow down a little bit. Yard.
Oh, Captain Backstory.
Bring his eyes down a little bit. Good fun.
Yep. And it'll be more fun next week, people.
Yep, guys. Next week we're gonna be back at our normal time. I don't know what our plan is. We're probably gonna roll out that
little preview of things to come.
Yeah, we're gonna roll out a preview of this tutorial. Hopefully that starts going good. And if you guys have anything in specific that you want to see in the future from us,
if you want to see Connor draw your favorite Overwatch character,
yeah, I probably won't do that. I still never finished those drawings.
Those are so good, man. Did you ever put those on Reddit?
No.
You're such an ass. Here we are telling people to get your work out there and.
Yeah, I know. Contradicting my own advice.
As every good artist will.
Yeah, I need to get out there and do that, but
thank you guys for watching.
Oops.
And if you're watching on the YouTubes, give us a like and a subscribe so we know that we're doing the right thing.
Yeah. We're going to be back, and we're going to be talking about more art stuff, tips, tricks, and also just us trying to get better, which is normally what it ends up being. So, yeah, check us out then. Thanks for watching, y'all.
Later.
Yo.
Captain Backstory.
Captain Backstory is mad pissed because you guys are the best. Just kidding. He's happy about it. Thanks, YouTube. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next week.